Yo, 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 welcome to the Family Bloodline Podcast.
We may be far, but our hearts
Should
are
we do like a
Hmm?
wave
connected.
or something at the
Love so
end though?
deep, even water can't break it. We're fun, sexy,
You got
intelligent,
your
and
phone.
crazy. We all
Oh,
seem to make it
That
look
face.
easy.
I
Come
I didn't know
join
what was
us and
going
have a
on.
good time. Join us and have a good
And I'd be
time.
listening to it and I'd just be
Come
like,
join us and have a good time. Come join
Okay.
us and have a good
my
time.
bad.
Family bloodline. The family bloodline. The family bloodline.
Oh,
The
no,
family
no, no. We ain't gonna do that.
bloodline. The family bloodline.
Let's get into
The
it.
family bloodline. The family bloodline.
So we have several different vaccines, spanning from Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson, and Moderna, all with variances in the percentages that are upwards to in the 90 percentages. So the question becomes, which vaccine would you trust? Which vaccine do you think is okay? Which vaccine is actually okay to take, regardless of the short time and science that goes into the theory of a vaccine? So at this point, I'm going to resort to Wanda to let me hear what you think.
Okay, so like you said, like it's been a short time. The federal government has been working through this thing called warp speed, so they can
Ooh.
get this vaccine out to everybody as soon as possible because the vid is running rampant right now. COVID, Rona, the vid,
Whatever you want to
COVID-19,
call it,
whatever you want to
baby.
call it. You know, is doing its thing. So, like I said, they've been working with this thing called the federal government the
EAU
Operation Warp Speed.
or EUA.
Yeah, and I got that from the CDC because I was like, so how are they gonna get it out so fast? So I was on CDC.gov just kind of checking some stuff out, and so they're basically with Pfizer. What I did find out is they were like in a third phase
Mm-hmm.
of their vaccine,
Okay.
and it's still at like more than 90% effective than everything. And then with the Moderna one, on the other hand, I did find that they were like 94.5% with
Nice.
their recent phase that they just did,
Mm-hmm.
and this all came out today, and
So
that was
today
on
is
CNN.com.
all right.
All
So
right.
the question becomes, I'm gonna ask this before I push over to Dirt. The question becomes, what's the difference between those two vaccines? And not just that, but also who and what is the priority? But before we get to those questions, Dirt,
Hmm.
what did you find out?
Ooh, I found out that Pfizer is more effective. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much not more effective. I'm gonna get to that later on. I think that they're ready to go right now.
You do
Other
get that
programs,
impression.
they ready to go. Teamed up with biotech, they can get the vaccine and supply it as well. So I think they're good to go. But I have another company, what I'm saying, that I think is gonna be bigger, well, who I'm gonna put my money into
Mm.
versus Pfizer. I think they're ready to go. They had some problems early on, but I think they're ready to go.
So who's that company?
Johnson and Johnson.
Okay. And so why?
Johnson. They got a vaccine that's, you know, well, let's go and get into it. Where Pfizer got a double dosage, you know what I'm saying? You have to take it twice. Take it 1 week, come back a month later or so, and take the second doses.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson and Johnson is providing one where you take that one dosage, then boom, you know what I'm saying? It got everything that they have, but you know what I'm saying? It's less week, less cost.
Hmm. What it sounds like is you're talking about convenience.
Hmm.
Cost efficiency, and yeah, that
The
turnaround.
convenience.
we want that turnaround. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nothing that's long that we have to prolong. I want that turnaround.
So Shay, what do you think? What do you think?
It's so much to say surrounding this vaccine. Some people might think that it was rushed, necessary or not. I saw an interview on CNN today with Dr. Fauci, and he went through all of the specs, and he declared that at least these two vaccines that they're preparing to bring out more quickly seem to be solid, so it's really cool to hear Dr. Fauci, the leading doctor on, infectious diseases, say that these vaccines are solid,
Yeah, because the Moderna one, he did say, like, and I quote, this is what he said, I got it off CNN.com. He said, it says, this vaccine is as good as it gets.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets. So
it's good as it gets, is what he said.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I'm probably taking it off the subject a little bit, but I can't wait for Biden and Harris administration to get involved in this because, Dr. Fauci is on their squad, not on the Trump administration squad. So
that's interesting to say, Jay. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
And maybe we can come back and revisit that because that is literally very important to say. Especially with everything that's going on between the administrations and the lies from the Trump administration saying that they did not get an order for transition. That always happens. It's never skipped.
All right. But again, that's something that we can come back to, right?
Okay. So getting back on topic.
Everything seems to be related to Trump, but we'll get back to that later.
Yeah, correct. We'll get back to that. Go ahead, Dirk. What you saying?
Getting back on topic, I got some. I'm with the Johnson & Johnson, but they had some issues early on that shut them down. They said it wasn't COVID related to the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? They said it wasn't nothing that was related to the vaccine. So, but it still raised so many hairs on my arm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm with them guys because they can produce it. I'm with them guys. Also, they vaccine doesn't have to deal with the sub-below zero temperature. That's another key factor. Yeah. That's another key thing that I was on with Johnson & Johnson. So go ahead, G, take the floor.
So I'm glad you said that. So let's look at the difference between the three leading companies that are pushing for these vaccines. Now we got Johnson & Johnson that's not in the lead. So I'm saying this
right
without regard to placement or government contract. So we got Johnson & Johnson, we got Pfizer, we got Moderna. So here's my issue with all of them. Okay. And I want to be clear about this. And I want to take in consideration the science that goes into vaccinating people, not just as a specific group or a specific culture, but as humanity, as a species. And it takes longer than just 8 months to a year, or from a year, to go through the different theories, experiments, practical application, and actual results of ensuring that these vaccines will work. First off. Second off, the insurance that these, or not just the insurance, but the understanding of what the second, tertiary, or third order of effect is associated with these things. Because if you push a vaccine out, we're always dealing with a live vaccine, okay? And that live vaccine is going to have some type of complication because we're dealing with DNA, we're dealing with RNA, we're dealing with the very fabric and substance that makes up the human person. Doesn't take away from the soul. It simply talks about the actual analytical
The makeup.
substances that
Yeah.
make up the skin, the bodies, the different organs, so on and so forth at the atomic level that goes into us. So we haven't been able to actually observe those different nuances of those fallouts. Now, I'm not saying that I'm against these vaccines because as a species, we have to be sure that we maintain.
So you gonna take it?
So I didn't want to say my profession in our podcast, but I will at this point. So I'm a United States soldier. I've been in the Army for over 20 years, and this is what I do. Y'all, yeah, y'all know this. This is what I've done.
Right,
And
right.
y'all have been here for this whole
Mhm.
travel of my life.
Mhm.
And long story
You
short,
got no choice.
I have very little to no choice.
Wanda, you in the medical field. What
I
about
am
you?
in the medical field, and I'm a, I'm gonna
They
say it
gonna
like
get
this.
you.
Okay, after reading the benefits, of it, now they saying like getting the vaccine will help, help you from getting seriously ill. It's not saying that you won't get sick, but you won't get seriously ill. And then also with my dad having, existing conditions,
Conditions, right.
it will also be protecting him as well if I was to get this vaccine.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I'm not getting it if Trump telling me to get it, but if Biden Harris tell me to get it, I will definitely go and get it.
And
I
again,
will.
that's a different topic
Okay.
for a different time.
It is.
And I
about
see you. I see you,
my
Dirk. I
Correct.
see you.
reality.
I got it. I got it because
Correct.
Okay,
we're
but with me,
like right now we're still under a specific administration. So
yeah.
all we can do is go
Mhm.
off of the movement, the logistics, and the
Mhm.
hope of the better of the American people, of the administration, until they
Okay,
prove
so
differently.
to answer your question, by me being in the medical profession, I am like Fat, have very little to no choice of getting it.
Y'all have them oaths, huh? Y'all have certain oaths that y'all have to take versus
Yes.
me as a common folk, you know what I'm saying,
You're a
a
civilian.
laborer. Yeah, I'm a
You're-
civilian. I'm a
you're flat out
laborer. You know what I'm
civilian.
saying?
You know,
Our work is considered essential as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I'm not essential as you guys are.
well,
Oh, you're
that's because people don't understand the different sections of economics as it stands, right? So as a laborer, if you and the people that you're with quit the jobs 100-fold, well, everybody's screwed over. They're done. We're done economically.
Mhm.
If
But
the
just speaking
labor-
on the on the virus aspect of it, you know what I'm saying, the
okay,
corona
so
aspect,
so
you know what I'm saying. So
let's talk about the viral aspect of it. Let's say 75%. Actually, I was reading today that 1 in 25 Americans at this point contract COVID-19. That's not saying that they die from it, but 1 in 25.
wow,
Get
That's
it.
where we're going. That's where we're heading. That's where we are.
Ooh, that's a lot.
How many people on your job site, Dirk?
10 people.
All right. So you might be safe in that aspect, but you're not the only job site that's out there. Easily, the next job site has another 10 people. The job site after that has another 10 people. So now we're at 30 people. There's 25 people down, and we only gain one person from each 25 person or 25th person.
Okay.
You dig? So we begin to play in an economic stance that's not conducive to the normal or middle of America, right? So I have to begin to veer back to what is the difference between Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson, and Moderna,
Mhm.
because Moderna has a 95%. Johnson and not Johnson and Johnson, but Pfizer is a 94. The difference between those two companies is the
I think the
subatomic.
temperature thing.
I'm not 100% sure where Johnson and Johnson is, but what I do know and what I do believe is, as a civilization that wants to continue to push forward, we need to figure out the haves and have-nots. Middle class America makes the world work, and the hope is we all become safe. We can trust in what people are doing at the government level, and we can be comfortable taking the vaccine from one of these three different corporations.
Yeah. Oh, last question. Would you take it? Or are you going to take it when it comes out? And answer as a civilian, not somebody who has to take it.
So, as a civilian, with 4 kids, absolutely.
Let me
because
ask.
I want to protect my kids.
You would take it.
Good
Derek,
job.
would you take it?
As a civilian with 6 kids,
You take it.
no.
No. Oh. How about you, Wanda? Would you take it? If you
I am completely shocked at Dirk's answer.
Mm,
Yes, I would take it.
I would take it. Yeah, I don't think I would be the first in line for it. I would probably wait a little while, make sure nobody
Yeah.
knows. And then and then
No,
I
my
would
boss,
take it
my
after
boss
a
said the
little
exact
while.
same thing. So he was like,
Oh.
he like, I'm not opposed to taking it, but I ain't gonna be the first in line.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that
Wow.
guy that get hit with them all them side effects that they come with. Diarrhea,
Okay.
I'm a little
swelly
bit different.
balls.
Got-
I don't want to hit. I want to get hit with all this.
Yeah, you be
I'm
looking like
I'm
this.
I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit different because I personally I would rather suffer. I would rather suffer the vast extent of hell than to have not just myself or my kids, but my cousins, my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth cousins. I'd rather suffer that than to have everybody else go through it.
'Cause baby, you a different breed. Yes, you are.
Hey, we love y'all, and
Without, I like
we
with that being
appreciate y'all
said,
listening in.
Yes.
We just want to try and further the conversation.
Hit that like and
Let us know
subscribe.
what y'all think. Hit that like and
Comment.
subscribe. Comment. Let us know what y'all think. We will directly engage with you. We'll have y'all on. We want to hear what you say. We common people that want to hear what the common person says and how the common person feels, because we connect with that, because we are that.
We
So
are.
come and talk to us. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Subscribe, like, share. Be a bloodliner. The family bloodline.
Bloodline.
See you later, bloodliners.